Alright, Fink Fabbers, Hostages and Hostadettes, Scooter from Fink's Fab Shop. So, we are trying to modify our table here. Show you guys what's going on. Put it up on the fork truck, so we'll have like a little hoist. Screw jack in there, safety first. Taking the feet out, and I don't know if you can see this here. And we gotta drill this hole out. So this is basically a rip knot. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drill that, punch that out to 7/16 hole. We're gonna tap it for a 1/2 inch tap or threads, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna try to tap them and then screw my studs in there. I was trying to. Weld nuts on the side of it, but I don't want to do that. I don't need it to be as strong as it needs to be and do what it needs to do. So we'll get that going here. I got my little Lily out here trying to earn a couple dollars, and she's saying it's so hot, so hot.
Dad, how much have I made so far? How much have I made so far, Dad?
Huh?
50 cents, girl, 50 cents.
Nah, she's doing a good job. It's just a little hotter than it has been the last few days, and she's over it. I understand. She's like her dad, motivated by money, so she's gonna tough it up to where she makes a couple bucks for being out here. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
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 Alright. Well, I gotta steal your little seat you've been flopping around on. Took this out, not even in the middle. Can't get the feet out of them. I don't want to mess the legs up. Nothing like just sitting underneath a pile of metal chips. Alright. Looks like she's drilled all the way through. Get a little tap magic, and I'll try to do the first one. See if this is going to work.
How do you do this?
Practice. I was a surface engineer for many years. You know what a surface engineer is?
Nope.
Somebody that just sweeps floors. Surface engineer. Hey, you trying to get on there? Hey.
I know I've been sweeping.
That's what your sister tries to do.
This.
You already did it.
No, I can't sweep this little one up because it's so hard. Because anything else is too hot.
Well, you're doing it better than it was. You're doing a good job. Just keep up the good work.
Is it still videoing me?
What was after that?
I don't know.
Stop looking in our dumpster or something?
I don't know. Is this the video?
Huh?
Can I say something?
I don't care.
Go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to Fink's Fab Shop.
Fink's Fab Shop.
Fink's Fab Shop. Get to 120 subscribers.
220?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 120 subscribers. 220 or 100 subscribers. Cause, yeah.
I had to find my ratchet. I gotta put all my tools away, man. It takes me forever to find them.
Oh, I remember that. I remember the ratchet.
Put a little tap magic on tap.
What do you think is that?
Cutting fluid. Called tap magic. Let's see if we can cut some holes in this thing. We're just going to spin the rib nut. I hope not. And that's what we're doing. Spinning the nut. Well, that's highly disappointing. I want to get a pair of vice grips on there and hold it. Tap it. What I originally wanted to do was pop these plugs out and just drill the nuts out and weld the half-inch nut on the back side of it and just be done with it. Can't get them out of the tubing. I don't want to mess it up. That's the case. I want casters on this thing, and I don't want to go to the store and buy casters with a 1/4 inch shank on them. I already have casters. Oh, you know what, dummy? Just weld that fucker in place and then tap it out. Now you're thinking like a Fink Fabber. Welder.
You are so goofy.
I'm goofy, guys. I'm goofy.
I'm just using my hands. I don't care.
And you're gonna get all dirty. Mom's gonna shoot me. It's a welder. Welding machine.
Dada,
What?
you have to go pick up Austin.
For what?
The McDonald's is overstaffed.
Hey,
Yeah,
bye.
work.
You're in the video, and Brody.
Aye. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, I gotta get my kid, I guess.
I'm gonna drive, and I'm gonna challenge you to drive.
Alright, we're back after running kids here and there and doing honeydew for the wife. I'm gonna put a tack on each one of these. Put a tack in each one of these rib nuts. On the bottom, they're steel rib nuts, so they should weld to the steel cap. Put a tack all the way around, and then we can after. Give them all tap. Tap. Drill with that. That's the plan anyway. Get her on wheels so we can set her down and roll her wherever we want to shop. Got my silly Lily back out here with me again. She says there's snacks up in the house, so she's chilling and eating. She's gonna finish sweeping her pile of stuff up to try to get some money out of her dad. So let's see if we can tack this, make this work. Try not to burn myself. Oh.
What even is that?
Huh?
What is that?
The welder.
What is a fire cleaner?
Because you're melting two pieces of metal together. Alright, see if it's gonna work. Should work. Oh yeah.
I know that. What is that called again?
It's a ratchet. Oh hey. Now it's coming out. Wonderful. What is going on with this? Well guys, it might not work. Spinning on the inside now. I don't know. That's wonderful. My tap and die stuck in there now. I thought this was just a sleeve that had a rib knot in it, but maybe not. I'll get this out of here. Let's see what I mean. That's the goofiest looking thing I've ever seen. Gee. Interesting. Reach up in there with a pick and see if I can pull that out of there.
Stop.
Got a goofy circle thing in here. Got a circle peg and a square tube.
What is that? Oh.
Well, I see why it didn't come out very well. Alright, I'm gonna turn my gas the welder off, and then we're gonna revisit what we're doing here. God dang it. Right in the old head.
Careful. Okay.
Seen it right on the old camera. Knocked some sense into myself.
Okay.
Yes, Lily, I'm okay. I'm upright, right? So this is what I got, guys. It's just a little square or round circles. And these were sandwiched together with like a big rib nut. And when I drilled that out, I evidently released the pressure on it. And when I started tapping it out, it got so high, and then it was just spinning in there. When I tacked it, it busted. So that ain't gonna work now for what we're gonna want. I do know I can get them out though now. So I think what I'm gonna do is weld a nut on the back side, a 5/8 or 1/2 inch nut on the back side of this plate like I originally was going to do, and then we'll tack this plate back up in there and call it a day. Now that I whacked myself in the head 3 times. I should have enough nuts to do what I want to do. I probably could just grind that tack off there and just pop that collar right out of there. I don't have to have I might leave it on there. Alright, so that's what I'm thinking. Just weld the nut on the back side of that, tack this on top on the 4 corners. The camera's gonna go dead, so I'm gonna have to do the battery change. I think if I tack that on there, tack it on 2 sides, and we'll tack it on 4 corners on the post, I think that'll be plenty to hold for what we want to do. And I'll just go back up in there like that. That works for me. So we're going to change the battery. Got one good booger on there. So we're going to take, spot weld these. let's see if we can get those out apart, and then we'll do what I just did with the other one here. Turn the gas off, so I'm not getting it all away. Burnt the top of my damn foot. Felt good. Okay. So we got all the casters stacked on here. Now, take a 17mm wrench and thread these all the way in even where the other ones are at. I'll move our jack stand. Let this thing down and roll around. Tell you what, man, it's hotter than hell out here. I blame my daughter for wanting to go and sit inside the AC or not at all. Dad unfortunately don't have that luxury. Hoping I'm gonna have my mini split installed or ordered and installed by next year, so I don't have to deal with the heat. So my tall stuff is gonna sell. I'm not gonna take most of it or all that. There's a little bit of extra. Order my unit. Heat's kind of on the back burner for everybody. They're trying to enjoy the last 2 days of summer. Don't have very good bite on that nut. We got wheels like that. All right. Make sure those hydraulics are going to stay before I pull that out of there all the way. I don't want to get squished. And this thing's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough. Oh, wait, right on that. It's hot. Something. Alright. Tell me the truth, guys. Oh, look at that. And they all swivel and they all lock. Move this out of the way here, so you can get an idea of what we're doing. And that thing looks just awful fucking fuzzy. There you go. So there we go, guys. Our table can swivel and move now. And just for shits and giggles, let's throw a level on it. We'll see what we look like at 4 feet. Or 2 feet, whatever the first level pops out at me is. And that table is pretty damn level. That's dead nuts, guys. Dead nuts right there. I don't think you can ask for anything better. So there's that. There's the table. You got a laptop stand that I'm going to put back on it, but this bracket's kind of funked, so I'm going to probably fix that. This stupid stand right here is $100 on their website. You can make it for probably $10. That's okay. You got it with it. Guys, got this plasma cutter set up for everything my shop's already got, so that's kind of nice too. I gotta figure out how we're gonna mount it and everything. And he said he was having a hard time getting started arc. So let's try, see if we can plug this thing in. We're gonna try it, see if we can get an arc out of it. So I know if I have to do something different as far as the cutter goes. If the cutter's no junk, I'm gonna have to ask the gentleman to give me some money back on it, like he said he'd do. He's like, I'll take care of you. I told you it all worked, and I can't get an arc to go. Let's back over here because I don't have my plug on that side welded. In there yet? I need to get me a extension cord. Eastwood's got a seal going, and they got a 25 footer and a 100 footer. I think I'm just gonna order a 100 footer. It'll be overkill for the shop, but I'll be able to go wherever I freaking want. And if I ever have to cut out in the yard or something, I'll have the ability to have 220 out there. That's what I'm going to do. Well, it comes on. And put some air to it. So we can get an arc. Air gauge and everything works. That's a good sign. Put something on here and see if we can get it cut. Piece of scrap steel is what we need. Plug holes to plug this up for the Wise Lighthouse. Put that right on there. That way we can say we have good ground. Oh, we're done. My goodness. Yeah. No bueno. No worky. They're not good. it don't do nothing. And I don't think it's the consumables because everything's brand new in it. See if I... Eastwood one's different. Well, I guess we'll see how honest this guy is. He told me it was that he couldn't get started in arc. We'll see how honest he is about taking care of me on this, like he said. So, well, that's the messaging. So I tried that on both the CNC setting and the manual cut setting, so because you can use that without this plugged in the CNC. So I made sure I was on the right setting and it didn't work either way. So I emailed him, hey Josh, don't work. No matter what I do, see what he does. Whether he pays to have a new cutter bought or sends me a wand, I don't know. Either way, I need it to work. So we're gonna cut this one short right now, guys. I'm gonna download the programs and everything for the CNC, where I'll make sure the table. Like I said, I've seen the video of it going up side to side and up and down and all that stuff, so I'd have to say it still works, but who knows. Alright, Fink Fabbers, we're back. So you might notice that you're a little taller. And you can actually see me instead of like only half of me. Broke down and actually bought a bigger camera tripod. I have been using tripods for my laser level. It just is too small for the bulky camera, and didn't really support things like it's supposed to. Didn't get you up in the air. So I'm hoping this is going to help with the quality of video. It also comes with a cell phone attachment, so that's cool. We can try that some other time, but for the meantime we're still going to try to use this camera I got. It's a great camera, but it's not really made for shop environment. So where are we at? So I haven't done anything the last couple of days. It's been hotter than hell, humid, so kind of just took the time off from the shop. We've been kind of busy with the 9 to 5, so that was nice. Cooled down today, feeling pretty good. We're going into Labor Day weekend. I got one job for tomorrow, so I'll either do it the first thing in the morning if it's available. Otherwise, I'm just going to push it till Tuesday. So I'll take tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday off for the holiday. As far as the 9 to 5 job goes, but I will be out here working, trying to make some sense of this place. So plan today is we're continuing the plasma table video. As we seen earlier, I got the table set up, modified, put it on a caster so I can move it around the shop. We got it set up to where most of the cords I got them hooked up to where they're going, but we have the plasma cutter itself doesn't do any art. I reached out to the gentleman I bought the table from, and Mr. I'm not out to screw anybody. If you have any problems or putting new consumables in the plasma cutter don't work, reach out to me and let me know, and I'll take care of you. Well, he read me and didn't respond. So I'm assuming that means, fuck you. I'm not going to take care of you. I'm not going to give you any money back. I'm not going to buy you another plasma cutter type of deal. So this was supposed to be a running, working, turnkey fucking unit. So obviously it's not. I did see a video of the table going back and forth, but I never seen a video of the plasma working. And then he told me he hadn't listed it as it worked, but when I went and picked it up, he's like, yeah, we couldn't get an arc out of it today. We tried it. So I thought the dude was a pretty honest guy. He told me that, but obviously not. So getting on some forums and stuff, I read some things about these Razor plasma cutters. A lot of guys like them, a lot of guys hate them. They say they're fucking junk. Customer service is not real helpful from what I understand. Troubleshooting. So I kind of got on some forums and stuff, and one thing that they said is there's some little tabs in here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's these little tabs. It's not focusing. Where's the shit? Some little tabs in here that are supposed to be for the safety. They're spring loaded. And they said that those might get pushed in too hard if they crank the head down. So I recommend trying to pull those out first thing and try those. So I'm going to find me a little pair of new little pliers. I'm going to pull on them, see if they come out a little bit. And we'll cross our fingers and hope that works. So I don't really have the cash to be buying another plasma cutter. So I kind of spent I really didn't have the money to buy this, but some money I had set aside for other things in the shop, but I chose to put it on this, so that would be a good addition. It looks like these may have been pushed down in there a little bit. I'm going to hope that that's the problem. Come out quite a bit. They're supposed to be on springs, I guess. Pulling off too far now. So, supposed to be on springs. I think I pulled this one out way too far. Set back in a little bit. Setting on the machine that you gotta use. circuit there. That seems like a fucking waste. That's the only bad thing about tearing something apart and not knowing how it exactly works. You don't die in there. Maybe over here so you can see a little better, guys. So it looks like this is your switch. I should be able to grab my ohms meter and see if that's, should be able to ohm that, see if it's okay, which I will. This is a safety switch for God knows what for this. So it's basically just, it's got these little things that got to be closed. So I don't know why you couldn't eliminate those. Let's go right into that. Let's see if this switch is any good. Because the switch has got to close to let the air and stuff go. Grabbing my meter, ohm it out. Alright, we're back. I'll tell you. Fucking, it's annoying as fuck. Living where the fuck I live. Have my garage door open, can't even have any fucking privacy. Alright. So, back to what I was doing here. So, gotta believe. I'm gonna switch out, see what we got. Well, that's showing infinite ohms. That probably ain't no good. So it probably should have show infinite ohms or nothing because was open. Closed, I got 0.2, 0.3 ohms, so I have to believe the switch is working. My meter's in here backwards for it to sit down here. See if it beeps at me. Test it this way. Which I was reading 0. So I gotta believe the switch is working okay. Doing what it's supposed to do. Boom! Pookie. So, which makes so the switch is closing. This has got to be closed. And this has got to be closed. To send power or signal to the machine to start an arc. So my question is if these little fucking doodads here are bad, even if that switch closes, am I gonna see anything here? So what I think I'm gonna do, because what it looks like is if I connect this to this, well, the gray wire, if I connect the gray wire to this blue wire here and just do away with a stupid limit switch or safety switch, whatever the hell it is, then that should, as soon as I close that, I should have an arc. So that should work. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The switch is not got, it's got good continuity and resistance, so I have to believe the switch is okay. I don't know how this works. I don't know if the brown wire's voltage. I don't know if the brown wire's voltage, or does this work on a principle of ground? Switch grounds it out and it works. I don't know. I'm gonna get my wire snippers. I'm gonna snip that off, because at this point, I mean, I don't have anything loose. It don't work. So it's either gonna work or it's not gonna work anymore. Which it already don't fucking work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snip this blue wire, just in case these are broke on the inside, because this one pushes really easy. That, and I don't even know, see where that's, it just must be a pressure contact. So basically it closes when it's closed. So just in case one of those are wore out or broke or fucked up, I'm just going to take and do away with that, bypass it. So I'm going to clip this here, we'll grab another butt connector, I'll skin that there, we'll crimp it together and heat shrink it. And then maybe I'll plug the machine in and check and see what I got on this brown wire. That should work pretty much what's on it right now. Probably better than what's on it right now. Okay. So this wire here, I'm going to take that right off there. I'm going to pull this. No, Actually, I'm just gonna pull it out this side here. Cut that off. 'Cause there's no need for it. But you can see where that's got hot at one point. So maybe we're gonna get lucky here. And I'm gonna snap this one off up in here and pull this one out too, so we don't need them. And we're just gonna take and probably got somebody watching this going, oh, don't do that, you fucking idiot, you're ruining it. I could be, I don't fucking know. Can't find anything on this fucking piece of shit cutter online. Lingenfire don't have no fucking downloadable instruction manual on this. They do on the table and everything on the table. They got a lot of helpful troubleshooting shit on their website, but nothing for the fucking razor weld plasma cutter. You try to call razor weld plasma cutter, it just rings and rings and rings and rings. And if you're lucky, you get a voicemail, or you get shuffled through a bunch of automated fucking shit and never get to anybody. Alright, so what we did is we basically just fucking oh, shut up. We basically just fucking bypass that switch. So technically I should be able to go over and plug this thing in and hit the switch and it should go psh, try to do something. Probably won't start an arc because it ain't next to any metal, which is fine. But if I can do that, then I at least know that I may be on the right track. So let's try it. God, I hope he doesn't stop again. Alright. Woo! Hey guys, look at that. We got air now. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Sometimes it pays to be curious and hike up your big boy pants and try to fucking solve problems on your own. So, and just use your fucking brain. Like, I've never had one of these apart before. Like, I've had plasma cutters in the past, and this fucking stupid guard thing is gonna get out of here too. Done with that. Okay. You know, and they break down, or and they were more expensive to fix than what they were worth. Okay, let's see now. And this just goes in here like so. smarter than the average duck. It cuts pretty clean. Alright guys, so every time I try to log into this software, fire control software, this is Langmuir Systems Fire Control, and then it kicks me out and gives me that error code. So I have to figure out what the fuck's going on with this. Nothing can just be easy. Langmuir, the Crossfire program from Langmuir, and the program was corrupt, and the link the guy gave me, big surprise. So I went on their website, downloaded another version, and then it was having a problem with my computer interfacing with the video card and stuff, which my computer is way above the specs that they want you to have to run this program. So I had to delete it, restart my computer, download the compatibility program for Langmuir, got it to work. So I know all the access movements work, up and down, height control works. I don't know if the auto torch works. I went online, I found just a DXS file, thinking that I could just plug it into the Fire program and just cut it out and see if it works. No, I have to download Fusion 360 or another program, which I've been waiting on in my prescription or my subscription to be okay. Got that. Now I'm trying to figure out how to use the fucking program, which I think I'm about there. Hey guys, so I got the program to come on, the interface. Still haven't figured out how to create the G code. I'm gonna have to sit down and do a tutorial on Fusion 360 to learn all about that. Because you can design in it like a CAD program, and then you can also convert it over. I found a DXS file off Langmuir, I pulled it into the program, I just wanted to convert it to G code and try to cut it. Too easy, right? Well, it don't work that way. I gotta go in and set my machine up in the program and all that other stuff. So I was just playing around. I want to try to make some manual cuts with the plasma cutter to make sure it fired with the machine. Christ almighty. Man, fucking didn't even push record. Let's say this for the third fucking time. So, the big camera shut off because the card's full. So anyway, I wanted to make some manual cuts on this. I'm kind of learning the fire control issue. So I wanted to test all my axes, make sure they work. So the Z-axis works. But my Y-axis don't fucking work. It tries, but it's binding, so I gotta figure that the fuck out. And no, my table's not out of level because I put casters on it, guys. My table is well within the bubble to where it should fucking move and work just fine. So I don't know if it's stuck, if there's something in it. I don't know. I'm gonna tear the fucking thing apart, try to clean it up. I'm about over it. The other thing is, so I want to test my torch, and it's supposed to fire it, dry fire it. So I put my thing there about an inch off the metal, and it's supposed to read my fire control. Resisting voltage says it's complete. It says I got 0 voltage, But it says the resting voltage is within acceptable range and function properly. So it says go to live voltage test. I go to the live voltage test. It says fire the torch, and then you gotta tell it if the fucking torch comes on. You tell them the arc's on. So we go over here. We click fire torch. Nothing fucking happens. I hear it clicking on in the plasma cutter, but nothing's happening. Says test 1 is complete. It says torch fire button to turn on your torch. As soon as you see the cutter arc flash on, click arc on button immediately. Guess what? Still not fucking working. You did not press the arc on button. Try again. No shit. So I don't think it's a voltage or a ground problem because of the rust, because it said that I had good, what you want to call it. So, but just in case, let's throw a different piece of steel in here. These aren't supposed to be this finicky, but I guess it could be. I don't know. I've never used a plasma table before. This is the first time I've ever done it. And I ain't getting no manual with this fucking thing, which would have been really nice. Now, to me, I shouldn't have to have a piece of steel in here to manually fire this thing. It should just fucking do it. So let's put a clean piece of steel in here. Let's rehook this plasma cutter ground. See if we can get it to fire. So we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna test. We'll lower the voltage down. We're gonna continue. I don't even know if I have that on the right fucking setting, to be honest with you. I think I do. Says I'm within acceptable range. Fire the torch. Look, still not fucking doing it. So the ground's not the problem. So let's change the setting on the plasma cutter to see if I can get this fucker fired. Nope, ground's not the problem, setting's not the problem. I hear the fucking plasma cutter kicking on. I got plenty of air, plenty of fucking voltage. I don't know, guys. I got a win today with fixing the plasma cutter. To me, if the plasma cutter is going to cut manually, then it should cut with a CNC. Unless there's something fucked up with the control board. But I can hear the control board on the inside clicking. So I don't know if it's the board on the table telling the fucking shit to fire, or if it's the little module that you plug in, or the plasma cutter. I have no idea. So I'm gonna have to go in. My computer's about dead. Fucking 9 o'clock. I've been fucking with this for 3 hours. I'm kind of defeated, to be honest with you guys. Kind of upset. Kind of pissed the fuck off. Kind of irritated. This was supposed to be a turnkey table. That's how the guy fucking represented it. So it had to have been an old video that he had uploaded on the old marketplace. And I was a sorry son of a bitch, or the first son of a bitch to come along and made him an offer on it. And that's why he was so goddamn gun-ho to drop the fucking thing almost $1,500 from his asking price to get rid of it. So at this point, I'm no longer giving the guy the benefit of the doubt I'm 90% sure he knew that this motherfucking machine, the plasma cutter and the table had a problem, and he's just a lying piece of shit and didn't want to fucking own up to it and be honest with it because he knew he wouldn't sell it if it had problems. And that would explain why he had it disassembled and why it was sitting outside of the shop when I got there to pick it up. Because the original agreement was, when I got there, I wanted to see the fucking machine work. Yeah. And then, you know, he says, well, we tried to manually fire the plasma cutter today, couldn't get it to work. If you have any problems with it, you know, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm not out to fuck anybody. I'll take care of you. And if you have any problems with the table, same thing. Reach out to me. I'll take care of you. I reach out to the motherfucker, and he ignores me. He reads my shit, and he fucking ignores me. That is really fucking irritating. Really fucking irritating. To say the least. So, I'm going to go in. I'm going to fix a bite to eat. Pour me an ice cold soda pop. Fucking plug my computer in. Do a bunch of fucking Googling and oogling. And research on what I can find in the forums and shit. Email some people that have these tables. And see if I can figure out what the fuck's going on. And I'm hoping and praying there's nothing wrong with the Z-axis. Or the Y-axis. Excuse me. And I can get that going like I got the plasma cutter going. And I'm hoping that there's nothing wrong with the controller to turn that plasma cutter on and off. On the table. Because if there is, then I'm right back at the same fucking same fucking spot I started at this afternoon. I'll have another portable plasma cutter, but how does that fucking help me with a table? I'm starting to think that which is supposed to be a good thing, guys, is going to turn out to be a nightmare. I should have just bought a brand new one, I guess. But maybe it's just a learning curve. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the fucking table. It's operator error. It could be. So that's why I'm going to pour through a bunch of forums tonight and their website, see all the information I can find, try to educate myself, and get this thing working. Because at the end of the day, I spend good money on it still. You know, $2,500. Jeez. I would like to be able to use it, right? I mean, frame tabs and mounts and building front suspension. I mean, that would be a game changer. I mean, I can cut that stuff out with a hand torch, yeah, but it's a pain in the ass because if you're trying to mass produce anything, you gotta cut it all out, weld it together, grind it all down smooth, try to make them all look uniform. It's just super fucking time consuming. And I'm sorry if I feel like or sound like I'm whining, guys. It's just, it would have been one thing if I bought it knowing it didn't work and then I had to repair it, right? Because that would be a challenge that I chose to take on, okay? It's like my lathe over there. It fucking got dumped off the fork truck because the garage door broke. Fucked it all up. Well, you know, I don't know. The insurance company's taking their sweet fucking time. I don't know what they're doing. So I might have to repair that lathe, or even if I do pay out, I may still try to repair that lathe if it makes sense cost-wise. That's a challenge I'm taking on, right? Because I know it's fucked up. I know it may not cut true, or it might not be 100% perfect down the road, right? When I get to the point. But I bought this table being told there's nothing wrong with it, and it fucking worked like it should. And that's a lie. And it really upsets me that people are like that. Because, yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of beside myself. So, I can see tomorrow is going to be an early day, if I get my fat ass out of bed, and it's going to be a challenge. Maybe I won't even fuck with it. Maybe I'll be just fucking wait a couple days instead of wasting my whole time trying to get this thing to cut. Maybe I'll just put my time into the shop. I got some other equipment I need to put together that have been sitting in the corner collecting dust for years, that we're gonna need here pretty soon. You know, maybe I do some more sheeting and insulation and cleaning and organizing. Maybe I start cutting on a wagon frame. I don't know. I do know that regardless, if I push this off, it's a headache I gotta deal with at some point in time. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Nobody owes me anything. I mean, well, the asshole sold me his table. At least owes me an apology, right? But, well, I guess my rant, what I'm saying is the only thing you have at the end of the day, guys, is your reputation and your word, right? So the man is only as good as their word and how they follow through on it. So if you're a fucking cocksucker like this guy and lies to try to get ahead in life, karma's gonna come back and fucking bite you in one full at some point in time, right? So I was always taught that way anyway. I was taught that fucking, you know, I hear the nice guys finish last and everything else, but there's something to be said about integrity, right? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. You wanted to get as much out of it as you could, but holy fuck, man. It's turning out to be a fucking nightmare. I don't have time or patience for a piece of shit piece of equipment. So, we'll figure it out, though. We always do. Sometimes it's just a learning curve, or just got to kind of fight through it. So, I bought a lot of stuff that's been fucked up, or people misrepresented, and I've just bit my tongue and fixed the shit. And I end up usually coming out okay. But it's just the frustration of dealing with it, the trials and tribulations, right? So, alright, guys, I've ranted on for 15 fucking minutes with showing you what was going on. I'm gonna go ahead and beat my head against the fucking table, watch some stuff, and eat a fucking slice of cold pizza or two, or maybe I'll make me a sandwich. I'm gonna have me a fucking ice cold soda. Very fucking irritating. Catch you guys later. Bye. Alright, Pink Fabbers. So we're kind of pulling a little bit of a late night here before I go to bed with Mama, playing with the plasma table. So I got the torch to fire. It was a wiring issue. Probably due to transport. Well, first it was the operator error. I'll admit that right now. So the THC control, torch height control is what I thought when you tested it. I thought that fired the torch, but that's not the case. So after I went through and I learned how to use the fire control software, how to manually fire the torch, it's up here. So it's actually this little torch fire button, which I thought that was to start the program, but it's not. So this is to manually fire the torch. So we got the plasma part. After I figured that out, it still won't fire, won't work. Ended up being a wiring issue. I thought that I had hooked it up wrong, but it wasn't hooked up wrong. It was something jiggled loose and on the inside of the box there, so I had a loose wire. So I plugged that back in, put it all back together. That works. My Y-axis still don't work, which is kind of irritating. I don't know if it's a bearing issue. screw right here for this y-axis won't turn at all. It was turning, but it ain't doing nothing now. This one over here, just the motor just spins, so it ain't turning the screw. So I don't know if it's an adjustment issue here. I gotta tighten it up or what. I don't know. So I gotta do some more reading. Do some more reading on that tomorrow, and hopefully I can get this thing going. Because I'd like to cut some stuff. I want to put my wheel on casters. Had this thing for like 3 years, and I've never even got it out of the box. So I don't want to say I'm disappointed in it, but it's probably going to need some modifications to be worth a shit. But I was a poor guy at the time, and I'm still a poor guy, but I had a Bailey come up available, and it was a really good price. I should have bought the fucking thing, but I was like, oh, I got an English wheel. Why the hell would I buy that? I should have bought the Bailey and then pedaled this one off for a couple $100, but you live and you learn. So I'm gonna. There's a Harbor Freights. Only come with one set of dies. It's set in the box. It come with. I thought it said on the box it come with all the dies, but I guess they're special order. You can order them. So I'll probably look into getting those. And I want to get a soft wheel for the top made. But I want to put this thing on casters because I don't want it just stationary in my shop. I don't want it stuck in the middle of some place. I could put it under there in the metalworking area and work around it, but I really don't want it. I want to be able to move it over against the wall when it's not in use, out of the way. So they're already pre-drilled, which is cool. I think that's so you can bolt it to the floor so don't move around. But this side plate has 2 holes, and I only got 1 caster. And I think if you put 2 casters in it, they would just do nothing but fight each other probably, or hit each other when they're trying to turn. So I was going to take and cut a 1/4 inch plate that bolted to that come on the outside here, that I could put the caster on. That would give it a little more floor, a little more rigidity, so it wasn't so top heavy. And instead over here, I think, help it so it don't tip over. I hope. I don't know. Might take and put a piece of square tubing with a drop with another caster on it there, or a foot, so it can't tip over on it. So maybe, I don't know. So I got a lot of little projects like that. I got coming in the mail today, a cool little candy machine. It works. So I'd like to take and build a base for that, cut a base for that on the plasma table, and then get I got a couple pieces of pipe laying around here somewhere, probably your old brake drum or rotor. I'll weld it together, paint it up, make it look cool for a stand. That's the plan anyway for that. Yeah, and I got a bunch of other little piddly projects. I'd like to be able to use that table for to cut stuff. I mean, I can cut it out with a hand plasma, but the whole point of buying a table was to be able to do stuff like that. So, what the hell is this? Ready then. Pulled in like they own the place, and then seen I'm out here in the garage. They backed out and left in a hurry. Fucking bad thing about living in the city, guys. So anyway, we're winning on the plasma. It's just still got some more bugs we got to try to work out. My wife has kicked she said bench all cleaned off out here. This could be my little makeshift desk. So she kicked my printer and my computer out here as she causing a mess in her dining room anymore. And I can't say or blame her. It's kind of a pain in the ass having a computer on the table all the time and have to look at it. Unhook and hook the printer up all the time. It gets kind of old. So, shop stools so I can sit my fat ass to the bench. Got me some goodies at the Harbor Freights. Organizational goodies. I did get me some paint today at Menards. So, we can slosh some paint over here on the metal fab area. So, I'll paint this, and then I gotta put my rafter ties back up there. What I mean by rafter tie, basically just a 2x4. It goes, screws in here, and each one of these joists just to give it a little more rigidity. Probably don't need it, but I'm gonna be under it. Stuff above my head just make me feel a little better. So here's gonna sit here. Hopefully I can get this adjusted and working right. And my slip roll is gonna work there, and then the back side of the table is gonna I'm probably gonna 180 this so we can use the table, this side of the table, for the Evolution chop saw that I plan on ordering here in the next couple weeks. And we can rest stock on top of the shear, kind of use as a cutting table. I know it's not what it's for, but trying to use all of the space and what I have to my advantage. Got some stuff to organize the welding cart. Just trying to clean the pigsty up, guys, in between making messes and doing everything else. So we're going to be getting back on the wagon here shortly. I know I keep saying that, but we are. I have a turbo I got to put on my mom's car, so I'd really like to be able to use the hoist to do that. So I need to take and get the Rambler off the hoist. So I need to weld some cross ties in the body so it don't move anywhere, and either get it to where it just sits on top of the frame the way it is now and roll it the fuck out of the way and do what I gotta do and then come back. Or we narrow the frame, narrow the axle and front suspension and tag it all together and then get the body sitting on it and then move it around. Or I might just put the body on the body dollies I have around here and get it off there for right now. And then we'll revisit it after we cut the frame down. Either way, it's got to get done. Gonna get done. Winter's fastly approaching. Temperature changes are starting to happen, and I'd like to get some more of the shop buttoned up so it heats a little better this winter. And I'm trying to get rid of this damn pellet stove so I can get me a heat pump mini split out here. But it looks of things I might be running it one more year, which is fine. It does an okay job, but it's a fucking pain in the ass to clean it out all the time. Not to mention I burn up a couple shop vacs because I've had hot embers in it and I didn't know it. So that's always fun. So this is just an update on the plasma, which half of this my rambling on will probably get edited out, but it is what it is. So yeah, hopefully I have good news tomorrow with that plasma running, or the table running. That'll make me happy, and we'll go from there. So, and then on to do list is get her lighthouse done and out of my damn shop, and yeah, got just enough to do. I could take about 6-8 weeks off of work and just work out here from sun up to sundown and still probably not be caught up. But that don't pay the bills, guys, so as much fun as it would be to have this place done and turnkey, I'd run out of money before I got it there and be on the street. So I'll catch you guys in the next one later. I think I got the table working. Got the X and Y Z axis working now. I got the torch firing with the controller off the computer now. I'm still learning the 3D Fusion program and all that crap, trying to get G-code and stuff going. I'm sure it's probably simple enough, but I just haven't had time to sit down and take a tutorial and learn the program. So I just grabbed a ready to cut file and fire control. We're gonna try that and see what happens, so we can use this thing, and I can wrap this video up for you guys and move on to fun stuff like wagon. Probably ought to tighten this. I ought to tighten this down. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. What did I do with the... I just had the damn Allen wrenches. God Lord. Actually put them back in the toolbox, believe it or not. This is metric. Guess that might be too big. That's too big. That one's definitely too big. That one's too small. Must be standard. Alright, so everything I got tight, I turned the thing, the consumable is loose, so we're gonna run it like that for right now, so I can't find the Allen wrench to tighten it up properly. I'm gonna find this file that I downloaded. Still trying to learn the whole work zero thing and everything, so this might get messed up. This is the first time I'm attempting this. You're learning right along with me via YouTube magic. So I want to try to test my TCH control because I don't think I got the I don't think I got hooked up right. That was what I was working on last time. should have a live voltage reading, I would assume. I have it hooked up right. There's only so many ways it can go. Well, I don't know. But we're gonna plug it back the way I had it. I'm gonna try to cut without this. I have no water in the table, so let's do a dry run. We obviously got to bump that. I had to bump that up a little bit, it's dragging. Let's stop this here. Bump that up a little bit. And then go back to work 0. And then I'm going to dry run it one more time on here. Over a little bit because nothing else will run off the thing here. So we'll run a dry run. It looks like it's working pretty good. Looks like that's going pretty good. Alright, so that seemed to work okay. So I think I got all my Z-axis and my Y-axis all fixed, that issue that I was having. So let's start and run this thing. And we got no torch, go figure. Okay. That could be a ground issue with the steel, so let's stop it. up because I got it on dry run still. Okay. We gotta figure it out. We're gonna work 0. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. Cool. I should move my Challenger. Can you guys tell what it is yet? Thing cuts pretty fast. I'm impressed. So I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers and we'll see what we got here. Do I gotta sit right here on the floor? I think I do. Wanna burn my little fenders. Pierce all the way through that. Okay. Probably because I got it too high. And she's close. Let's now I'm just messing it up. I think I'm going too fast. Probably should slow the speed down a little bit. That's not horrible. Not bad. So let's I need that damn smart stuff to work here. Alright. Maybe it just goes down. Alright. that. So let's go to work 0. Let's go to, let's turn it down a little bit. Let's try it now. Oh, am I gonna cut my, ah dang it, I just cut my other sign in half. That says CCH work. That sucks, 'cause that was actually really good. Well, gonna get this thing out of here. Drop gather in there. I got another one though. And it sucks. Messed that sign up. Did really good too. There's an ass, guys. It's actually really, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm really surprised actually. I mean, there's not much dross on the back of it, especially for rusted steel. I'm just gonna have to get used to the work 0 and all that stuff. We got an SIG. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not mad. Not mad at that at all. I should have tried to get this out of here. I mean, it's cut, but it's cut, but it ain't cut. I messed it up, guys. I didn't have the thing. So SIG. I didn't know where my workpiece was at, but I probably weld that up and clean it up, and it would be all right for the shop. So I'm not mad at that at all. Not at all. So let's. I'm gonna see if we can cut one more out of this. But I obviously want it done here. So let's and I'm just playing around, guys. I ain't cutting this for anything but myself. Just trying and learning. So, and it's a steel. It's a rusty piece of sheet steel. Yeah, I can clean it up and use it, but I got a whole pile of it out there. So, I'd rather practice on that than something that's clean and super usable. So, yeah. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm going to do a dry run because I want to know if I'm going to have enough. Evidently the automatic torque control is working, which is really weird. It doesn't register on my program. I don't know. This is where we're going to get picky with those holes in it. I think we'll be alright. Kids biking. And that is very close to that hole. So let's put this out there and pull it back just a smidge more. Cool. All right. Let's do it. Think that'll do her? Do it. Alright, I'll let that cool down a second. That's be cool on the shop wall, guys. I like SIG. I got a few SIGs. Yeah, slowing that down a little bit really helped. That's not bad at all, guys. I'm happy with that. Not a lot of dross or warpage, and I got it to work. So you know, some of it was user error, some of it I think was user error by the gentleman I got it from. He just put it together wrong, and that's probably why he sold it to me for such a good deal and said what he said to get it off his hands. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. He still hasn't got a hold of me. He read it, but he just blew me off. I went over there. There was nobody around. So at this point, I mean, obviously he's not going to do anything for me. And I got it fixed and working. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I think it's pretty crappy that he, would pass it off as a working table. So, but anyway, I'm happy. It's working now. I think it's going to be a good addition to the shop. It's going to be a learning curve as far as learning the programming goes and using it to create things and then code them to cut it. But I'm ecstatic. I've wanted a plasma table for a long time. It's never quite happened or lined up, and the stars just kind of aligned. So a little hard work and ingenuity and perseverance and thinking with the old noggin, I got it to work. So I can't be happier. So I did get another D cable for the printer, so I don't have to keep swapping back and forth now, so that's nice. So now I know this thing works. I'm gonna get some. I would just put water in it, but from what I read, that's not a good thing. It'll grow shit after you cut for a while. So I'm gonna order some stuff to put in there. It's supposed to help keep it from freezing too. That'd be a good idea with the winter fast approaching. So like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. Let me know what you think about the SIG sign. I think it'd be a good addition to the shop. Also, maybe we can do a giveaway or something on one. So whatever. Happy camper. Tell me what you guys think. So working on a PO box, contact information, getting around the website. It's slow going when you're one Indian and you got multiple irons in the fire. So I got myself spread, trying to start this and learning the editing and trying to get this so you guys will like the content and subscribe. Family aspect and family life. And then I picked up a new company that I'm going to represent. So hopefully that's more income, but it's a learning curve. I'm trying to coordinate with those people to train. They're sending me work, but they haven't trained me yet, and I can't get the program to work. So I'm like, so it's a lot. So trying to earn the money to keep the household going, keep the family happy, but also get out here, make content, and do the hobbies, and figure stuff out, and then all the we're under construction on top of that. just a lot to deal with. So, but I appreciate the guys that have subscribed. Appreciate all you guys that watch the videos, and I look forward to making more content and growing and turning this into something. So we keep we'll just keep plugging away and doing what we're doing. So just remember, guys, anything you put your mind to, and as long as you're positive, you can make it happen. So you can manifest what's in here with a positive attitude and just keep plugging away. So again, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and like, comment, share, subscribe. Later. Bye.